Welcome back. Continuing with the conics. Now we have construction of hyperbola. Now again, let's refresh what is an hyperbola. And hyperbola is like when we are cutting a cone with the plane which is almost parallel to the axis, but not at the axis. It is away from the axis. Okay. So and its eccentricity is greater than 1. So on the slide it is all the graphical representation of the same is done for your understanding. So now let's once again you all remember what is eccentricity. Now E is greater than 1. That means what? That means what?
Ratio of focus and directrix.
Focus is greater than directrix.
The distance of
Focus.
the distance of the point on the hyperbola.
Yes.
Distance of the point on the hyperbola is greater than the distance from the focus is greater than the distance from the directrix. Okay. Yeah. So now there are 3 basic methods that we are going to discuss today. One is the rectangular method. The second is the oblique method, and third is the directrix and focus method. So for you guys, you have to draw the first and the third method because first and second are almost similar. So let's begin with the rectangular hyperbola. In rectangular hyperbola, we will be having a coordinate system just as we have x and y axis, and when we have x and y axis, there is a point that is given, that is 3 cross 3. That is x axis 3 and on y axis point is 3. Now that point is from where the hyperbola is going to pass. So we have, first of all, what we will do is we will draw the x and y coordinate system, and then we are going to mark the point. First is draw OA and OB, that is the coordinate system, and mark the point 3 cross 3. Wait, use the drafter. Proper. This is okay. Okay. Now, don't move this. Don't move this. The drafter helps you in this, so you can now mark the coordinate system here and here. Coordinate system. Good. You can mark up till 10. This makes it easier. See, I'll show you. Now it's already here. Yeah, it's okay. Now you're already here. Okay. Now you can mark the coordinate system directly, x and y axis both. X and y axis both. Yeah. Okay. Done. The point 3 cross 3, mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this. Here. Mark this as O, A and OB, OB and OA, A and OB. Okay, that is good. You've done O and OB. Okay, so now once you have marked P, now we know that the parabola is going to pass through P. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to draw a line parallel to OA and parallel to OB, which is passing through the point 3 cross 3. So from what basically you have to do is, for the viewers it is being depicted on the section. Now you have to draw a line which is parallel to OA, first a line parallel to OA and then a line which is parallel to OB. Okay. Now clear? Draw a line using this. Where is point 3 cross 3? If you want to 1.3 cross 3, then it's here. Okay, done. Now draw a line, straight line upwards. From this, draw a straight line up. Extend it here. Good. Okay, mark this point, 3 cross 3. Okay, now next step, mark this point as P. Mark this point as P. Now mark points 1, 2, 7 on CD in such a way that these distances are equal from each other on CD, like this. This is CD. Now mark equal points with one point beyond P and rest of the points here. Use. No. Distance, we just have to divide it into equal parts. Starting from here, say for 5 mm here, 5 mm here, like this. Good. That's it. Okay. 7 points. Mark them. Starting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now next point. Draw lines O1, O2, O3, O4, O5, and the intersection points as EF, as 1 dash, 2 dash. Yes, good. The animated thing is going on for the viewers on the screen. Okay. 1 to 7. That is perfect. Moving on. Moving on the next side, the vertical lines from point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and draw horizontal lines from 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5, 6, and the intersection points will be P as shown in the figure. From here you draw vertically upward line. From here you draw vertically downwards line. Don't do this. This is a very good mistake that see, if you are drawing a line from here, the point where it should intersect, once you have drawn the line, that point should be marked.
Okay.
So if it is 2, then the line which is coming from 2 has to be marked. These are the points. You forgot to mark points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now you can mark the points here. This is the point which is coming to, no, not this one. This is 1, not this. This is 1, this is 2.
Okay.
See, this is what happens when you are not marking the line points as and when you create them. So finish the lines first. First finish the lines. And avoid duplications of line, and double lines should be avoided. Okay, now see, when you're marking this 1, mark it as 1.
That is 2.
It's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, have we done? And then horizontal line from this, from here to here. Now horizontal lines from here. Wait. See, this will help you draw horizontal lines directly. Yeah. Now don't move this. Just go here. This is already horizontal. From here, cross it. Yeah. Let it be. Yeah. Go on. Yeah. Good. Yes. Yeah. That's the point. Okay. Now mark these points. This point. The intersection of this point. Okay, this point. Okay, and then a simple curve will pass through this line. That is come in the next slide. So we already have all the points. So once we have all the points, we will draw a smooth curve through P1, P2, P3, P4 up till P7. So this is the required hyperbola that we get. Do we have the points? Good. This is a very clean figure you have drawn. See, why are you making it quick? See, as I told you previously as well, keep your hand very still. So see, this is the curve that you have drawn, but these are not the points. So just first of all, without drawing, just give an estimation to your hand that where the curve is going to go. Just give a feel of that. Don't draw it. Just move it once or twice like this, and then start moving like this. So your hand will by default go to the place, and you'll have a very smooth curve. Now just look, this is the smooth curve that you have, and that is the curve. Don't be very quick in drawing the final figure, because this final figure is what is going to fetch you the marks. So the more smooth the final curve is, the better marks you will get. Okay. Okay. Done. Okay. So now let's look at the oblique method. Now there is in the oblique method, the whole procedure remains the same. The only thing that is altered is that the coordinate axis is itself making an angle with the horizontal. Let's see how it is. I'll directly go on to that. First of all, we have to draw a coordinate system, and that coordinate system does not have 90 degrees between them. It has 80 degrees. That means in the previous method where we had drawn OA is directly perpendicular to OB, that is our basic coordinate system, it will not be at 90 degrees, rather it will be at 80 degrees. So that is the only major difference that is there between this previous method and this method. So in the oblique method, as you can see, we have OB and OA, which is a kind of coordinate axis, but it is not making 90 degrees, it is making 80 degrees angle between each other. And again the same question we are continuing, where the point is 3, 3. So we have marked the point. Again, after marking on OA, we are marking points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up to on equal distances, and OB again we are marking same points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the equal distance, and where we are getting an intersection of points of 3 on both the axes, that is the point where we are marking it P3, 3. Now again we have to draw, as you will see, all the steps are the same as the previous one. Now a line which is parallel to OB will pass through the point P, and a line which is parallel to OA will again pass through C. So we will have this presentation, the thing which is on your screen right now. Yeah. Now mark points 1 to 7 again, just as we did in the rectangular method, the previous method, for a rectangular hyperbola. Once we have done this, then we will move on to the next one, that we are going to draw a line O21, O22, O23, O24, O25 up till all the points are covered. And here what will happen is, these are not they are not perpendicular to the base, but they will be at an angle of 80 degrees. Why at 80 degrees? Because our axis is at 80 degrees with the base. Okay. So once we have drawn the lines, then again the same procedure will be repeated, that we are marking points 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash up till the last point has been covered. Thereafter again we will be drawing vertical lines and horizontal lines from the points. So from 1 we will be drawing a vertical, not vertical, but a line which is parallel to OB. The vertical lines will be parallel to OB, and the horizontal lines will be parallel to the base, and base is not making an angle with the horizontal, so the base is it will be parallel to the base and it will be totally horizontal. So in this, another modification that can be done is that both are making an angle. Say for example, they say that it is making an angle of 70 degrees, but the base is also making an angle of 10 degrees. So in this figure, what will change is that oblique line will remain the same, the vertical line which is making an angle of 80 degrees right now with the base will remain the same, but the base which is not making an angle or any angle with the horizontal will make an angle of 10 degrees with the horizontal. So that can also be an oblique question that is there. Thereafter the horizontal lines, and the intersection of the vertical and horizontal lines will give us the points P, P1, P2 up till the last point that is there, that is P7, and finally we will have to draw a very smooth curve passing through all these points. So we have this oblique parabola, hyperbola, I'm sorry. So we have this hyperbola. I hope you all understood. So shall we move on to the next method? So the next method is a directrix and focus method. Now in this again we will have a axis and a directrix. So okay, let's move on. Now in this the focus is given at 50 mm and eccentricity is given as 3/2. Now let's change the sheets. Just turn the sheets. If you have space you can draw it here, no problem. Clips, use of drafter and use of all the equipments is very necessary. And see, these scales you should, we always do this, that we say I am using this scale for practice. Now what happens is, once I am rubbing it on my sheet, this part absorbs, or this part gets that graphite that is there on the top layer of the sheet. Now when I am using it in the exam and I am moving it on the sheet, this part dirties my sheet. So before you go to the examination, take a wet piece of cloth and wipe all your instruments. Even sportsmen, you know, these instruments are like God for a sportsman. So for an engineering graphic drawer or for an engineer, these are the things which are God for us. So it is mandatory that you should wipe all these equipments after use. So let's first make the directrix and let's make the axis. As always, first step is to make the directrix and the axis. The axis will be almost at the center of the page. For the viewers, the graphics is shown there. No, this is wrong. The border, wherever the border is, for example, there is a border, so you keep it at the border, okay? Or actually, the major part is that this table also has a huge importance. What happens is, this is a straight line, we know, okay? So what we will do is, we will keep this line here, okay? And then what we will do is, then we will draw the horizontal.